I haven't even mentioned the AI side of things, but I'll just say hello to the AI system.
Hi there.
Say, how are you?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Yeah. So this holon here represents the presentation actually, and I was going to talk about the now, and this is our group. We call it the S7 Foundation, and in here it's denoted as a holon, a community holon. So you see the colored ring around. Let's go into Tan's holon. So this holon represents Tan, and in here she's mapped her passions, and you could also call that calling, I guess. And the color represents the type of energy, the type of holon. So these are all passions, and we can see like a linear list here. And then you can go into a passion and see a sub-passion. So she's mapped MBTI inside Carl Jung.
Used to be an obsession holon, actually.
Yeah.
We need to create.
And then we've got she's mapped some skills in here. And we have social and economic development.
Chris, can you hold for a sec?
Yep.
I just want to say, from a tip of the iceberg perspective, people sometimes ask, like, what does this mean, or how does it make my life easier? So just for instance, this me holon, it's just like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a networker, so I'm in the Shift network, I'm in this group, I'm in this platform, this social network, and I literally have to go, if I want to update a skill or a passion or something, I have to go into everyone, sign in, log in, and then change my profile on each one of them, which obviously would take a week, and it's annoying, and it's just not right. So something simple like this, with these holons in real time, this is my universal profile in a way. Now I can decide which communities I want to share which skills with, so it's not like I only have one option to share with everyone or not, but I literally get to change in one place. I updated a skill, and everywhere I've put that skill holon across the whole cybersphere of Noomap, it gets updated and people would know I've added a new skill. Yeah. So just some little things like that change when you have like a decentralized, centralized type of software experience in real time, in this kind of mimicking quantum entanglement and things like that. It's not exactly one-to-one. It's not like teleportation, like you're going to literally go to another building. But these technologies and softwares that Chris and Nico are coming up with are the next stage of poetry meeting science. I've often called this a particle accelerator for consciousness, and people think I'm joking, and I'm like, no, I'm not joking. This is a laboratory where we get to actually start applying some things like string theory and quantum physics. These are also, in my opinion, strings, because they're holes, they're circles, they're all vibrating at different frequencies, just like string theory, and they mix together. And instead of smashing particles together for $20 zillion and watching explosions to understand reality, here you synergize perceptions to see timelines and possibilities. And it's really a much more peaceful black hole.
So so I just want to just quickly reiterate something Brett touched on there. One of the important features here is that you can reuse any holon in multiple places. So for example, this is me, and I'm also inside here, you see, and if I move that, so I have an intention, I intend to give presentation, you see, so I'll move it onto my shoulder, and if I go back out and go over here, you see, I'm looking at the same thing. So you can look at a holon on many different computers around the world on the internet, and a holon can be in many different contexts, many places at once, and they're all synchronized in real time. So they're a bit like windows into the now, and then you can take any window and sort of morph it and mix it around. So but you can, so here I've mapped the platform and the 4 different sort of layers. So in technology there's Noomap, and say in here there's some intentions, like we're co-creating a Noomap Electron app. So I can take this intention, I can copy it, and I can say put it inside here, or I can put it like out here. I can, you know, I can send that holon to someone and it can be reused, and it's a different sort of way of using information. And one of the functions we added in was this synergize button, so that you can find, say, a passion like health, and then I go synergize, and it finds other passions that other people have mapped that synergize with that. And this is a very basic synergy engine, and the word synergy engine came from I think Barbara Marx Hubbard and Irvin Laszlo. They were both using that, but this is very, very primitive, but we see this idea of a synergy engine being very important, and it's something that we're going to have inside the synergy space application. So we've now sort of...
Can you hold that for a sec, Chris?
Yeah, yes.
So here's another just tip of the iceberg. Right there it says link it. So when you do this synergy engine search, you're also going to get different things besides just passions and matching passions. You'll have intentions and visions and skills in there. So it's more exciting. It's like crowd co-creation in a way, the synergy engine. And then you can link it. So it's easy to just send that, oh, someone has a skill for permaculture, I'm going to just link it into my project, or I'm going to send it to someone I know has been looking for a permaculture expert. So it really opens doors. This is kind of a social networky type of some functions, but I think you'll start to see, wow, wait till these guys really get going with what they're doing. And also over there in the comments and co-creation, you also can tag your response as a vision, intention, skill, or resource. So for me, again, as a networker, I'm always sharing on Facebook, oh, I've got a passion for that. I know someone that does that. But now in the system, as I do that, I can build up my own database in my me-holon of all my skills and passions and connections and resources without sitting in front of the computer and just thinking, oh, what am I good at? It's just part of my daily networking, and then I tag it, and it creates my own database and fills up the synergy engine with all these possibilities. So, and the other point is that with the Taurus and the gifting forward, it's really important for all of us to keep sharing with the world that our visions and intentions and our love are actually the most precious resources on the planet, yet they're the most abundant. How great is that? They're actually the most precious, yet they're everywhere. So it's really important, these gifts that we all have.
Just quickly, I'll show something else. We created another prototype interface to Noomap. So this is connecting to the same set of data. Okay, and so I just searched for co-creation, and it's showing me a load of holons from the database. And we call this isomorphic data visualization, and the idea is to be able to switch between many different kind of interfaces. So we don't want to limit people to one flat fractal interface. And right now we're using the keyboard and mouse and two-dimensional screens, and this is a very primitive way of using computers, and we're obviously moving into VR and AR very soon. That technology is being developed, and it's available commercially, but it's going to be another couple of years before it's really useful. But we're sort of tracking that, so we don't want to limit people to one way of perceiving data. That's really it. But so here you've got so there's a solution, and here's a intention, and here's a desire, and you can zoom in and stuff. So these are just 2D sort of disks, but you can imagine how we'll be changing it and evolving it over time. And imagine, instead of it just being a web app, what we're building is a whole new operating system where all of the apps and all of the websites are all inside this virtual 3D cyberspace, and you can switch between the different interfaces at any point. So that's really where Noomap, this thing is evolving, and the part that does the synergy and the co-creation, we're moving that into its own thing called Synergy Space. So Noomap now will refer to the collaborative mapping tool collaborative mapping aspect with holons, and Synergy Space will be more like the bit that facilitates co-creation, because these two things are really complementary, actually. Like, we need these two things to be very interconnected. In this version of Noomap, they're sort of one. So, you can say, I have a desire, I have an intention, I have a resource. This is a ontology, this is a set of words that relate to co-creation. But you can map anything in Noomap. We can configure it to map whatever you like, and these are the holon types on the left here. This can be changed very easily, and as you move through the system, it changes based on what you're looking at. This bit here, there's so many ways you can use it. Yeah.
Chris, you want to come up so we can just say thanks again?
Okay.
So, first of all, thank you for graciously listening and giving us your attention, and thank you for being here. And it's super inspiring to be with kindred spirits, and we're open to any questions now or the next couple of days. Feel free to talk to any of us if you're so inspired. Is there any? I just want to say thanks again to Trinfinity for helping make our dreams come true, and to live in the now, really. What we need, we get what we need when we need it. We have no idea where we're going to be living. The Synergy Hub might be closing down. We need to raise $3 million for that. We're trying to get to Colorado next month to meet Barbara again and go to another conference, and we don't know what's going to happen, but we know we need it to be here. And they help make that happen. So thank you guys again. Thanks.
Oh, stand up. Thanks. Yeah, Nico and Marloes. Go, Lucien. Business team.
Good. Do you want to share anything?
Thanks.
It is just simply amazing how the message from Noomap relates to what we've been talking about the last few days. We talked about intentions, and then intentions is great, but if you don't have an architecture or an environment, it really doesn't become reality. Look at these guys. They've made architecture, they've made the environment, they're living it, they're doing it. So NRX said, be your commitment, be your commitment. We talk about co-creation today. The platform is here. And we will now be able to visualize what's not visible. We can synergize on different levels. The levels, I don't know if you've seen it, the levels on the holons are infinite. We went to level 6. It's infinite levels. Just think about it. This is going to be a platform with multiple apps. You just seen 2. We're talking to Jasmine tomorrow, another app. There's a zillion apps out there. There's an operating system that will be launched. There's smart contracting. There's blockchain technologies. There's cryptocurrency. You can do anything with this system. So it's just a flavor of, if you really commit yourself, it's incredible what's going to happen. We've worked with these guys for months. We are changing our thinking. We were changing our thinking in hierarchy to holonic. And we looked at each other in amazement. Our thinking is changing because you represent reality different. And it's incredible. And the emotions fly, and we're trying to balance emergence with getting forward. And that's the story, I think. That's the journey we're in. And it's freaking amazing. So talk to these guys, and you'll be blown away. As frankly, Lucien and I have been blown away for the last 6 months. It looks like we're in a movie. So join the movie. It's a fun movie. And play. Please?
Thank you, everybody. It feels beautiful to receive your love. It keeps us going more than anything. It really does. It makes it all worthwhile.
Questions?
Questions? Does anyone have?